Behind the operation is my wife, Kyla. You probably won't see her much. She's like that backstage person. But we're really happy to be here. We live down near Austin, Texas. And, you know, it's always funny how God works. We were up here doing another demo and just through a chain of events, we ended up here at Spur Ministries. And you guys are doing me a favor today. There's nothing, the greatest feeling in the world is to know you have a purpose. Or for me it is. To know that God is using my life. That I'm not just worthless. That I'm not just breathing somebody else's air. So today, what I want to show you is how God works with us. And I want to do that with this horse. Now, your pastor has been so gracious to lend me a horse today. Where is Mike at? Mike, what can you tell us about this colt real quick?
He's crazy.
He's crazy? Okay. He said he's out of Louisiana by truck and trailer. And what's been done with this horse, Mike?
He's still enough to get a halter on. Be real careful.
So he said he had a halter on. If you're real careful, so they saddle him and put his nephew on for a few minutes. So what you see is what you get, okay? I'm not here to try to wow you. I'm not the world's greatest horse trainer by any means. I'm just here to use this colt. Now, keep in mind, we're going to move fast. We're going to move real fast, okay? And guess what? This horse has had some previous training, okay? And what's he doing? He's not really paying any mind to me, is he? Right? He's just wandering around, okay? Now, I know he's had some previous training. He may have gone to church before a little bit, okay? Right? So, what, does that mean a whole lot just because you go to church? Not really. Not really. Guess what? Y'all have one job. Well, two jobs today. First one's to stay warm, so everybody snuggle, okay? Bible talks about it, Ecclesiastes 4:12. When two lie together, they have heat, okay? I'm real skinny, that's why I got married, okay? Need some heat. Your second job is to remember, this horse right here is a mirror with hair on it, okay? Now, this colt's not doing a whole lot of anything, all right? Not doing a whole lot of anything. This pin here is round. It represents the world, okay? Represents the world. Now, this horse has no reason to pay me any mind, okay? Right? In fact, he has no idea who Byron Hogan is. Can you believe that? Well, if he knew who Byron Hogan is, I think he may have just come in here and laid down beside me like a lapdog. I've got the best thing in mind for this horse, okay? Now, nothing against what he's been through. I don't know what he's been through. But do you think he believes right now I have his best interest? Absolutely not. As long as he's out there, I want him to be the most miserable horse in the world, okay? I want him to be the most miserable horse in the world. Is that because I don't like him? No. I'm moving from my left to my right. I want him to be able to move from my right to the left. Now, he thinks he's getting away, doesn't he? He thinks he's getting away. See, I did a lot of running. I did a lot of running from God. You can run for a lot of reasons. Maybe you're scared of God. Maybe you're not here. I got to tell you guys, this church here, I've only been here like 30 minutes, but to have a place that pretty much tells you nothing but God's love, y'all have an opportunity like no other. I want this horse to have that opportunity today. Just like your pastor said, it might not be easy. I never read in the Bible where God said knowing Him was going to be easy. I've read a lot of stuff where it said it's going to be fun, it's going to be wonderful, it's going to be the best thing that's ever happened. But I never read where it said it was going to be easy. Now, what do I want out of this horse? There's a lot of cowboys here today. Right? I want him to ride and slide and turn around, watch a cow, right? Right? Anybody? Nobody?
Right.
Oh, okay, I got one right over there. Well, that's kind of a trick question. You know what I really want out of this horse? I just want him to acknowledge me. Okay? Now see how he's constantly looking over there. That's all he knows. He needs a way out. He knows his buddy's over there. He knows his feed's over there. But all I need is for him to do that right there. Now that may not seem like a big deal to y'all. That wasn't anything at all, really. What do? He just turned, stopped for a second, looked at me. You know, until we can stop and face our problems, until we can stop and say, hey, yeah, I know you're there. Till we can face God. Now, this Colt, like I said, has had some previous handling, okay? Anybody had a bad experience at church? Babe, can you sneak that horse in here? Let's just go through here. Anybody had a bad experience at church? It doesn't have to be this church, okay? Anybody? Nobody? Oh, yeah. Lots of it. Lots of it. Now, this Colt may have had some bad experiences, okay? May have had some bad experiences. You know, you're leaving tracks everywhere you go as a Christian. You're leaving tracks for somebody else. Y'all realize that? See what my horse is doing? He's going over there. He's like, hey, it's okay. It's okay. Now, this is the closest I've gotten to that horse, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah. See, I said before, one of the greatest things is to have a purpose. You know, I know a lot of Christians that all they want to know is what's God's plan on my life. What do I need to be doing? What job do I need to have? Where do I need to live? Well, so on and so forth. And you drive yourself absolutely crazy wondering what God wants you to do. Right? Guess what? Is there anything that this horse right here can do to help that one? Not really. All he can do is allow me to use him. You know, serving God is not really anything more than that. It's just allowing him to use you. Now, I know this horse has some previous training, the one I'm on, okay? And so, he's going to allow me to use him. Let's see if I can rope here. Good. Now, I've got a rope on him, okay? It's not to choke him. It's not to tie him down. This is mirror with hair on it. This rope's just so I can better communicate. This rope is to help him, okay? See if I pull a little bit there? I can help him face up, okay? Everything I do is to help this horse. Now, there's 3 modes to training a horse, okay? There's a learning mode, there's a fear mode, and there's a comfort mode. Now, if he's fearful, he's not going to learn, okay? He's just going to react, he's going to fight, he's going to flight. He's not going to learn anything. If you're fearful of God, all you're going to do is you're going to live a life of fear. You're never going to get to know him. Good. If you're comfortable, guess what? You don't really have a reason to know him. Y'all don't realize that? When you're comfortable, see, we all want to be comfortable, right? We do everything we can to be comfortable. We don't want to, oh Lord, heaven forbid we're uncomfortable, right? Right? See, sometimes God's got to get you uncomfortable so that you want something different. Okay? Sometimes he's going to allow you to go through some stuff that you don't understand what's going on. Here's something. If I told this Colt this morning, you know, just like I do, I cry out to God and I want to know, God, what's your plan on my life? Help me. If I did that all the time, and God really told me, if he told me 10 years ago that I'd be right here today talking to, 100 people? And using a horse? I'd be like, oh no, that is not for me. I'm just going to stick here at the house, here in Amarillo, start some Colts. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. Now, if I told this Colt what was coming, he couldn't handle it. Okay? See, we always want answers from God. We always want answers. But guess what? He knows there's times where we can't handle it. Okay? There's times where we can't handle it. Now, I'm so thankful today I've got my Christian horse here. Okay? He's like my good little Christian horse. Now, good. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Now, this horse has had some previous interactions, let's put it that way. Okay? And he's a little bit worried. A little bit worried. He says, you don't understand. You're telling me you got nothing but good, but I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Good. 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 Now you find a place to stop there. Feel like he's comfortable. You know, God is a perfect gentleman, okay? There's a little thing that he gave us called free will. Okay? A little thing he gave us called free will. Now, I cannot actually force this horse to do anything. Okay? Even though I've got another horse here and I've got a rope on him, I can't force him to do anything. Now, what happens if this horse does not receive some training? Better yet, what happens if this horse does not accept training? Come on, somebody say it. It's that dirty little word. You probably go to slaughter. Y'all realize that? Glue. Yeah. Okay. We want him to be able to accept this training, okay? Sure, I could force it on him, but I want him to be able to accept training. Good boy. Good. Now, I just want to reach into every area of this horse's life, okay? That's my main goal. Okay? That's my main goal. Good. Good boy. Now, what's the key to training? I'm going to tell you guys the key to horse training right now. I am not the world's best horse trainer. Okay? But I have figured out something. If it feels good, quit. Okay? For those of y'all that come out today to take something away from horse training, that's it. That's what you can take home. If it feels good, if I'm in here and he's doing good, quit. Okay? See, it's human nature. If it feels good, we do it. If it feels real good, we do it again, right? We don't know when to quit. Same way with God sometimes. Boy, I've been places where I gave a certain message or read a certain scripture, told a certain story, and man, God just moved, and it was great. So I tried to repeat that. Do it again, do it again. No. Being trained by God is about having a relationship. See, what I do right now might not be what I asked of this horse 5 minutes ago, or 5 minutes from now. Good. Now, folks, we got to move fast, okay? Y'all realize that? We have to move fast? This doesn't happen. Or if this doesn't happen, guess what? Someday it's going to be too late. Y'all realize that? Y'all realize that? See, I always realized that. I had some friends that don't realize that. But I remember growing up and being scared to death because I knew one day it was going to be too late. I didn't know how to find God. I didn't know what he was about. I didn't know how to find him. Didn't know who he was. And that scared me, I'll be honest. Okay? I'll be honest. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Now, I've got to prepare this colt. Sure, I want to move as fast as I can, but I've got to prepare it for what's to come. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Have you noticed I've done nothing but encourage this horse the whole time? I didn't get mad because he wouldn't let me come right in here and halter him. No, I didn't get mad because he wouldn't let me halter him. I want to help this horse. Okay? Remember, I'm here to help this horse. I'm not here to bind him up. These halters and ropes and leads that we use, guess what? Those are there to help this horse. Y'all know that. Y'all can see that, can't you? Hopefully there's not somebody in the crowd that says, oh no, don't halter him, just wait till he's ready. Right? Oh, please don't. You know, you can. See, God's got all these funky commandments and stuff in the Bible. Y'all know about those? Y'all know why those are there? It's to help us, okay? It's not to bind us up, keep us from having fun. See, this colt doesn't realize the more of this stuff that he accepts, the further he'll be. Who knows? This could be Mr. Fletcher's next big pickup horse. Those are some fairly celebrated animals nowadays, aren't they? Okay? He doesn't have any idea what's next. I don't have any idea what God's got planned for me next. Okay? Now, this colt has a little trouble accepting me. He's got a little trouble. There's a mirror with hair on it. Guess what? I'm okay with that. I am okay with that, okay? That's why I've got my little Christian horse here. He's been through it all. He understands it. Okay? He's just here to help. Now, I realize that this colt is not going to understand everything, okay? I'm not going to get mad at this horse for not understanding something. You know, I believe it was Peter, when he went to the tomb after Jesus rose up, in the Bible, this is paraphrased, says something about he did not understand what had happened. And I thought, wow, that gave me a lot of hope. Because I thought, man, here's a guy that traveled with him every day, day in, day out. Actually saw Jesus, walk with him, he still didn't understand it. There's a lot about God that I don't understand. There's a lot that this horse is not going to understand. Guess what? That's okay. I just need him to be willing, okay? That's all I need. I want to reach into every area of this horse's life. Now, is this hurting this horse? He thinks it is, right? He thinks it is. This is like trials and tribulations, okay? It's like trials and tribulations. There's so many times where I've cried out to God, and I said, oh, God, why do I have to go through this? Please, please, I don't want to go through this. Please, take it away from me. Take it away from me. And God's like, no. See, God knows the value of our struggles, okay? Guess what? There's value in what you go through. See, I grew up without my dad. You know, some people that really affects them. Some of it doesn't. Had another guy enter my life that was really mean to us as kids. And so I grew up, you know, just always kind of whining and crying to God about that. Like, God, take this from me. Why can't I have a good father figure or something? Why? Well, look at me. I'm still here, right? I'm still here. I didn't die. Okay? About a month ago, or a couple months ago, we went to talk to some kids in juvenile detention. A kiddie jail is what I call it. And they asked me to get up and speak about just horses, okay? About wild horses. And the lady that asked me to speak, she got up and she said, you know, Byron, you just talk about whatever you want. There was 9 boys there that day, and so I got up and I thought, you know, maybe it'd be kind of inspiring for them to know that I wasn't always this way. I wasn't always clean-cut Byron. And that I grew up without a dad, and it was hard. I didn't hold anything back. I told them how it was. It was hard. There wasn't anything easy about it. And you know that all 9 of them boys wrote a thank you letter and they said, my dad wasn't around either. Now, my first 20 years of my life, I hated that part of my life. And God was able to use that, just like this horse here has been through quite a bit. You can ask Kyle, as far as rubbing and dancing and getting desensitized, he's been through a lot of it. And now he's able to help somebody else through it. Okay? What you're going through today, it may be just your sole reason for going through that. May be that you're strong enough to go through it and somebody else ain't. Later on down the road, that person that's not strong enough to go through it, you're going to be able to step in and help them through it. Maybe that's your whole goal in life. Maybe that's the whole reason you're here on earth. Okay? Now, this gets boring. This gets boring. Reading my Bible all the time gets boring. Going to church gets boring. I'm going to be honest. If you say it doesn't, well, I'm going to come talk to you afterwards because I don't know how you do it. But guess what? If you don't do that, if I don't take the time to step in here and do all this, what's going to happen? Anybody know? You're going to be a wreck later on, isn't there? See, a lot of times we pray that God will give us something. We pray, oh God, let me have this, or help me out of that. And he's like, no, you're not ready. See, I used to pray all the time, God, give me money. Right? Give me a good paying job, one of the big paying jobs, right? And guess what? If you can't manage $100, you're sure not going to be able to manage 100,000, are you? Okay? He's got to accept this. He's got to go through this so that we can do something else, something more. Okay? Now this isn't a big deal. This ain't a big deal. I know it's not a big deal, but it's a big deal to him. Okay? It's a big deal to him. Ugh. Now are y'all this way? I see myself right here. For years, I didn't want anybody to rub on me or love on me. I didn't want God to get around me, love on me. You know why? I didn't know it could feel this good right here. See, after a while, you realize that all the nice things that people try to do for you and all them crazy church people that try to get you to go to church, it feels pretty good after a while. Okay? It didn't always feel good. Oh, hey, good catch, Fitz. Good catch. Now, the thing that I like about this horse is he's willing to move his feet. Well, I can use that. He is willing to move his feet. I've had so many of these colts just stand there. I had one last night. He'd rather just stand there and sulk and just, Okay? You can do anything in the world to that horse as long as you didn't ask him to move his feet. See, I know some Christians like that. I've been like that. God, I'm okay as long as I can just wear my Jesus shirt or go to church on Sundays, but Lord, don't ask me to do nothing else. Don't ask me to sacrifice a weekend, drive to East Texas. Well, don't ask me to do that. Good. Now, can you see how this colt's staying with me more and more and more? Okay? I'm okay with a colt that wants to move around. God's okay if you get mad. I pray to God at times. Say, God, I'm mad. I don't like what's going on. I've done that. Okay? I've done it a lot. You know what? I know God said it's okay. He knows I'm human. I know this is a horse. Guess what? Horses, this mirror with hair on it. Oh, you could have went somewhere else. We got to work on his manners. His first few times in public, he doesn't understand. Good. I want to keep reaching in every area of this horse's life. Because guess what? He thinks this is going to work for him. He thinks he can keep running. Okay? Guess what happens if he just keeps running? What's he going to do? He's not going to do it. He's not bothering me a lick. I want to rub him all over with this rope. Okay? Another trial and tribulation. Can you see this? This is just a little old soft rope. It's not hurting me. Is it? Does not hurt me. Oh, you see that? You see him licking his lips? Finally. See, I'm going to reward that. Oh, thank you too. That's his way of saying, oh, thank you. Thank you for not hurting me. Good. Now, we're going to try to move fast, okay? We're going to move as fast as we can. Good. Oh, we got a little sticky spot there, see? Oh, good. See, I want him to be able to follow me, okay? Guess what? I want to go over there, and I'd like to go right now. So, oh, come on. Y'all see yourself there? Come on. Oh, come on. That's not the way God does it. See, God knows we're human. I know this is a horse. I know if I just say, hey, would you give me a step to the right? Just one step. That's all I need. Just one step. Good boy. See, I know if God took 7 days or 6 days to make the heavens and earth, surely I don't have to be perfect all in one day. I'm never going to be perfect. But if he took his time to do that, I know he's going to take his time with me. I know eventually I can just take off walking. This horse will do that. Right now, I know this horse needs a little help. Okay? I know he needs a little help getting there. Look at that. Before you know it, guess what? We're right over here where we needed to be in the first place. Good boy. You're good. Now, this horse is not wild, okay? He's not wild. He's not a bad horse. He's not a bad horse. See, I thought I was a bad person, and I was sinful. I still am. But he's just untrained, okay? He's just untrained. You know, I can give him the best feed in the world. I can make sure when I breed him, that he has the best family in the world. But guess what? That doesn't matter. Does that make him any better? What can this horse do for himself? Not a whole lot. What if I just left him in this round pen? What would happen? He'd die, wouldn't he? He can't even feed himself. See, we get, as people, we're pretty smart, and we get to thinking, oh man, we can do a whole lot, right? We take care of ourselves. Even down to something as simple as having something to eat. That comes from God. That's nothing we do. That comes from God. Every little thing. Good boy. Good boy. See, I want to be... See, he's like, hey, Byron, we're okay here. See, he's looking at his lips. He's telling me, we're good here. This is good. Sundays are good. Sundays really work good for me. Or, there's a Saturday church down the road. That would work really good for me. But don't even think about asking me for Wednesdays, okay? Yeah, we're good here, but not so much back here, okay? Now, I have still yet to this day, I never had anybody walk up and say, hey, Byron, I bought half a horse. It's the greatest thing ever. I've never had anybody do that. Never had anybody say, Byron, you got to see this. It's great. I bought the front half of a horse. You got to see it. No, that's not the way it works. Would anybody here buy half a horse? Would you buy a front half or a back half? Now, I've been accused of being the back half, but no, I need this whole animal. I need the whole horse. See, a lot of times we kind of step in there and we try it. We try this God thing. Okay? We just give it a try. And guess what? It doesn't work. Our goal here today, I'll be honest, I want to make a saddle horse. That's what a horse is put on the earth for. He is a beast of burden. That is his lot that he's drawn in life. But if he doesn't give me his whole self, it won't work. See, if you just think you're going to open your Bible one day, one time, or go to church one time and try it, you're going to give it a try, it don't work. I've been there. I've done that. I wanted so bad to rid myself of the guilt and the sin. I wanted so bad. I'd go to church one time, or I'd pledge, okay, God, I'm not going to cuss today. Guess what? It didn't work. I didn't feel any different. I still felt just as rotten and wild and as untrained as I ever had. Good boy. Now, good. He thinks he can get away. And when he chooses the right thing, when he gives to me, guess what I give to him? Okay? I'm not out to just try to make him bad or try to show how wrong he is. See, if he'll stop, choose the right thing, he's going to get some relief, I promise. If he'll stop, choose the right thing, he gets some relief. Okay? Now, we got to keep going. Now, I've asked this question a lot of times, but has anybody ever seen a three-legged horse? No? You know why? Hey, I got somebody interacting with that. That's good. You know why you never see a three-legged horse? You know why? Because they're a dead horse. Okay? Horses can't live without all four legs. They can't live. It's just in their nature. Okay? He doesn't realize that if he'll give me this leg here in a minute, that he can live through it. He can live through it. Now, he's having a little trouble, so we're going to lay a trap here for all you ropers. Alright? There. Okay, now you just go ahead and walk through it. A little more. Oh, I missed. That's why I use a round pin. I can do the old Oklahoma catch and release. There we go. Got him caught. Good. It's okay. Now, what do I really need this leg for? I don't. I just want to know if he'll give it to me. Oh, good boy. That's all I wanted to know. I just want to know if he'd give it to me. Did you give it to me again? Oh, good boy. That's all I need. See, I remember, I'm not a theologian, and don't you lay down, okay? I'm not a theologian, but I remember reading that story about Abraham in the Bible and how God asked him to sacrifice his son. And I thought, that is so strange. Why would God do that? Why would he ask him to sacrifice his son? Well, see, later on, if you read the story, God didn't really need him to sacrifice his son. He just wanted to know if he'd give him. He wanted to know how willing he was to give it his all. See, I don't need this horse foot. I've never in my life have walked around and shown off this new horse foot that I got. Okay? You'd just be weird if you did that. Good boy. When he gives to me, I give to him. See, someday we may want to put shoes on this horse. 1, 2, 3. Then I give it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I give it back. Okay? See, I can help him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I give it back. Okay? If I know he can do 5, if he can do 10, I can trust him with a little more. I think he might be able to do 20. What do you guys think? Now, I can't take my boots off, so you guys got to count. Okay, you ready? Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, you're such a good boy. Good boy. Good boy. See, a lot of times we get so focused on, oh, Lord, there's no way I can do that. No way I can do that. And God steps in and he says, you know, in the Bible, I don't understand it, but it talks about how to God, 1,000 years is like a day, and a day is like 1,000 years. Y'all know that? Y'all realize that? Time means nothing to God. We get wrapped up a lot of times and wondering, oh God, how am I going to make it through? See, I remember, I didn't get married till I was almost 30. And there was a time in my life where I just thought I was going to be single forever. I really did. I thought maybe God's lot on my life was to be single. So, hey, buddy! Good boy. Good boy. We're going to tie you up a little shorter, aren't we? You're being ornery today. Yeah. Ooh, buddy. Ooh. Ooh. Now, see, he knows he's done wrong. Can you tell? A little watchy. Okay? See, that's the way I am with God. If I know I'm doing wrong, well, it sure is hard to approach him. Sure is hard, because see, I was taught that God's a God of fear and anger. God's a God of love, okay? No, he doesn't like it when we're sinful. He doesn't like it when we do wrong, okay? And he's sure not going to congratulate us, but he's going to help us through it, okay? Good. So we're going to keep moving here. Because guess what? Time's wasted. If we don't get some things done, guess what? Guess what's going to happen to this poor horse? We say it again, glue. That's the word of the day around here, isn't it? Glue. Now, I just put some pressure on him here and there because I want to prepare this horse for what's to come, okay? I want to prepare him for what's to come. Now, guess what? We're kind of getting somewhere. And guess what? Did you hear all them other horses? They go to nicker in trying to distract him. Yep, you watch. That stuff will happen. Just when you start to get somewhere, old friends will show up. Old temptations will show up. Good boy. He's handling this really, really well. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Now this isn't special, okay? I'm not doing anything like a horse whisperer or nothing, okay? I'm just using plain talk, plain English. I was kind of scared to death I was going to have to get up in church and talk to you guys, I'll be honest. Might kind of spook me there. And I got thinking, what would I say? What would I say to these people? You know, and it's this, that what we're doing may be simple. What God does in my life might be simple, okay? I might think it's nothing to y'all. Y'all might think it's really something. A lot of y'all have a story to tell. You have a testimony. You don't think there's anything to it. What it is doesn't matter as long as it's real. See, what happened in my life, it was real. When you share that, that's when the power of God comes in. When it's real, folks. It doesn't matter if it was in a church, if it's a rodeo, or if it's like me in 2003 in my bedroom watching a 1987 Billy Graham rerun. See, God can reach you anywhere. It can be here in this round pen, okay? It can be in church. It can be anywhere. Now, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Now he's kind of going over there, the Hawk. That's my horse's name, Hawk. Kind of headed over there, wanting a little comfort. Now, good. I want to just check a few things before we move forward. We got to move fast, okay? We got to keep going, okay? Good boy. Good boy. You're being good. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. I'd like him to find a place where he feels like he can stop. And if he can't, I'm going to get really busy. Oh, well, I got that under his tail. Oh, boy. Oh, that's a problem, isn't it? Oh, he's clamped down on that thing. Can y'all see that? Well, I see myself there. There's a lot of times I clamp down on something and I just don't want to let it go. I got a problem in my life and I whine and cry to God about it. And God's just laughing, just like y'all are. And he's like, you dummy. What's he got to do to get rid of that? Just let it go. See, a lot of our problems are self-inflicted, okay? A lot of things are easy. A lot of things are simple. A lot of things are real. It doesn't have to be mystical, magical, cosmic, or anything. Having a relationship with God can just be real, okay? It can just be real, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Good boy. Good boy. Now, we got to keep moving. I'd love to stay here all day, okay? I'd love to just love on this colt all day. Y'all realize that? There's nothing I'd like more. God would love for your life to be candy canes and roses and unicorn parts, okay? That's not the way it works. You got to keep going. I've got to make sure this is a useful horse. What time are we at? Oh, good, okay. I like that, I like that. Now, this right, whoa, hey. This right here, that's a pretty big problem, isn't it? You see him looking at it? He's like, you want to do what? Yeah, I would like to put this on your back, okay? I would love to put this on your back. One of my favorite quotes is from the Buck Brannaman movie. He said, you know, here we are, we smell like a cheeseburger or whatever we had for breakfast, lunch, and we say to the horse, I would like to crawl on your back. In much of the style as a mountain lion would, right over his withers. He says, okay. And then I go, but first, before I do that, I'd like to strap the hides of other dead animals around you. You know the funny part? They'll let you do it. You can build enough trust, they'll let you do it. See, there's been some times when my bank account was low. Heck, low. It was empty. Didn't have any gas in my truck. I remember one time, I had $10 in my name, no lie. $10. I lived 15 miles from town, I hadn't been saved long, and I thought, I need to go to church on Wednesday. But I knew my $10 was really only enough to put fuel in my truck and get me back home and back to town if I needed for an emergency. I didn't have any food. So I took $1, I took my tithe out of that 10. And I thought I was stupid. On a Wednesday night, I walked up to one of the deacons at the Southern Baptist Church. I said, here, I want to give this $1. Now, mind you, they don't take up an offering, okay? Here I am, 24 years old, 23 years old, something. And I want to give $1 to the church. How gracious, right? They didn't know my story. So I went to the gas station and I put the rest of it in my truck. Long story short, I go out to the barn next morning. I'm wondering, where's my next meal coming from? How am I going to get through this? And in the barn, no lie, was a covey of quail. Okay? And I thought, wow, I've been reading about quail and man in the Bible. There's a covey of quail in the barn. So I'm standing there, and all of a sudden they all fly out, except for one. He flies up in the rafters, kind of like this. And I'm standing there like, well, you know, quail tastes pretty good. Now, another part of the story, we can tell that another day. I had one sack of clothes to my name. Okay? I had a truck and a sack of clothes, and I'd just taken this job on this ranch. There's 6 sections. I was the only one out there. I'm hungry. And there's one quail up there. And I was like, So I look down, I pick up a rock, and I'm like, man, what if I can hit him with a rock? Yeah, maybe that can get him. So I ran her back, and he goes, boom. That scared the crap out of me, I'm going to be honest. Not so much that he was dead, but that I was that good of a shot. So I scooped him up, and I thought, this is weird. I didn't tell anybody for probably a year. Scooped him up, I cleaned him, I put him in my refrigerator, and I never ate him. It just scared me too much. I went out there the next morning, same deal. Tubby quail, they all go out, but 2. Now I'm really weirded out. Forget the rock now. That's too weird. There's 2 on the ground. So I thought, well, I'll just herd them up there. I get up in the corner about this close, and they don't move, and I don't either. I just turn and walk away. God can do anything, okay? This big old scary object, it is a saddle blanket, okay? Saddle blankets go on horses, not Byron. But just like I did when I walked up here. See, I folded that up, made it a little easier. 1 corner, 2 corners. Maybe you can carry 3 corners, I'll carry 1. And before you know it, look, you're carrying that whole thing. You may not like it, but it's your burden to bear. You're more valuable now. Guess what? He's more valuable now. Wouldn't you buy a horse that you could at least put a saddle pad on? Wouldn't you pay a little more for that? Right? Maybe not much more, but you pay a little more. Okay? Good. Now, we got to move fast, folks. Okay? This is not the way we'd probably do it if we were at the house. All right? But time's wasted. If he doesn't accept training, guess what? And I said accept. Little old 150-pound me, I can't force anything on anybody. Okay? Now, you watch yourself. Remember, this is a mirror with hair on it. Now, as you know, this colt's been a little trouble, hasn't he? He's had this done before, right? But I'm going to say, oh no. Hey, it's good old Byron this time. You think he's going to buy that? Probably not. Okay? I just want to help him through it as much as I can. Want to help him through it. Easy. Easy. Man, he got a lot bigger all of a sudden. Oh, good, good. All right. Now, I want to move fast, okay? I want to move fast. Sometimes God moves a little fast in my life just so I don't get scared, okay? Like when he picks us up, asks us to move different places. Sometimes it's a little fast. If it wasn't, I'd be like, I ain't leaving here. I like this. I'm comfortable here, okay? Good, good, good. Easy, buddy. Easy, easy. Now, don't leave out. What happens if he leaves out too soon? It'll be a wreck, won't it? Won't it? A lot of times I thought I was ready for something. I'm like, God, please give it to me. Give that job to me. Give that wife to me. You know, I had to wait 7 years before Kyle finally saw what a great guy I was. 7 years, y'all. I thought that was the worst 7 years of my life. I look back now and I'm so thankful that God didn't let me have her any sooner. I wouldn't have been ready. I think my breast collar's twisted, but that's okay. Okay? I don't have to look like all the other Christians, do I? Right? I don't have to look like all the other Christians. Good. You don't either. See Hawk over there? He's looking pretty good today, isn't he? Yeah. Got a hairdo, got his fancy bridle on, fancy ring. He's looking good. Okay? This old roan colt, he may be tempted to look over there and say, well, I want that. I want to look like that, Byron. That's not his lot, y'all. Someday it might be. He may just be destined to wear work clothes his whole life, okay? That's what I call this saddle here. This is like their work clothes. Good. Now you notice I do have a back cinch. Okay? A lot of people say, oh, no, I don't use back cinch on my horse. I'll wait 6 months. Why? You're just dancing around the problem. It's not there to make him buck, okay? It's there to hold the back of my saddle down. Keep from scaring him. Okay? It is not there to make him buck. Good boy. Now, what do you do when you're saddled with an unpleasant situation? See, that's his cross to bear, right? And he's licking his lips. He's like, yeah, look at me. I got my Jesus shirt on. Yeah. I'm probably, if you really talk to me, sweet, I can probably even quote John 3:16 for you. Right? He's a saddle horse, isn't he? Let's auction him off. He's a saddle horse now, isn't he? No. He's no more a saddle horse than if I put on a cross necklace, okay? You've got to move out. Being a Christian involves some action. Your action just may be believing. Now, I'm going to let Hawk kind of lead him around here, okay? Provide him with some comfort. But he's got to move out. Looky there. Looky there. Good boy. See, I kind of like that. Okay? I kind of like it when they do that. Not a whole lot. See, if that was me, I'd be squalling and bucking and kicking and fighting. Not old Rony. Good boys. Good. We're just going to move around here a little bit. So you get used to that. See, he's wanting to lick his lips. This is a good horse, okay? Really good horse. Good. Good, yeah. Hawk, come here, buddy. Come here. Good. Good boy. Now, you see he's a little bit leery? Oh, Hawk's like, woo! Oh! Okay? That's not fear, y'all. That's not fear in this horse. See, there's a difference. Fear involves punishment. Okay? God's not out to punish you. This horse has what I call reverence. See, this horse knows the power I have, but he also knows the love I have. When you know that God, not the God of fire and brimstone, when you know that God, you can experience reverence. You can run to him humbly. You can run to him scared and know he's got your best interest. Easy. Easy. Go ahead and take him out for a second, baby. Good boy. I think he'll be watching like that till the day he dies. Good. Right there, buddy. Whoa. Whoa. Go ahead. Go ahead and do it. Yeah. That's my lovely assistant, Vanna White there. Oh, yeah. Good. Thanks, baby. Good. And we got to move fast, okay? All right. If everybody would line up alphabetically, we're just going to go down the list today, and everybody's going to get a ride. All right? No? Oh, darn. I just want to move this Colt around. Oh, there we go. There was a change. Y'all see the change? May not have saw it. See, that time he chose to turn it into me. He's troubled right now. This is the most troubled he's been since he's been in here. And when I asked to step in front of him and stop him, he turned to me and said, okay, okay. See, I'm okay with him being scared, being jumpy, being watchy. As long as they can stop and turn and say, okay. Good girls, y'all are making good horse trainers over there. Cool. Now I'm going to ease in here. I'm going to check my tack, okay? Sometimes, even after you know God, you need to kind of step in there, kind of maybe read a few of those old scriptures that you hadn't read in a while, or just have a little reminder, okay? Sometimes now this saddle's not tight. You can see I caught me about 3 holes pretty easy there, okay? It's not tight. Now, this horse has a lot of things that have bothered him. You noticed? We got quite a few things that bother him. Okay? And I don't know what they are. But I think that's from a time long ago. What do y'all think? Now I have here the world's scariest blue horse blanket. Y'all ever seen that? You can buy them at Tractor Supply. It's back there in the horse spooking section. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, good. You're right there. How about that? How about that? Good. Oh. Good. Now this is hard for him, okay? He hadn't had to move away from me yet, okay? Every time I pulled on him, he knew just what to do, right? Oh, I'll just turn and look at you, right? Okay? Following God's about following the field, okay? Now, this tarp right here, this horse-scaring blanket, that's the past. And what's it doing? It's following him. And what's he doing? He's running from it. What do you got to do to keep the past from chasing him? Huh? Anybody got any suggestions? He could just quit running from it, couldn't he? Huh? If he'll quit running from it, I'm going to help him quit running from it. If he'll quit, you just got to quit running from it, buddy. You just got to quit. Just quit running from it. Good. Better quit chasing him. See, there's a lot of us that have things like that in our life. We continue to run from. I've got things like that in my life that I run from. You know what? It's there. It's always going to be there. Okay? There's no amount of running that can take that from you. Now, God can step in there and make it a little easier. Okay? I'm going to ask him to do that again. And that's a little easier that time. He walked off nice and quiet, licking his lips. Okay? That past is following him, but he's kind of okay with it now. I'm okay with the things that have been done to me. I'm okay with the things that I've done. I don't like it, but I realize that Jesus died for my sins. Good boy. Good boy, you handled that really well. Yes. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Now, we're going to do just a few more things before I send this horse out, okay? This horse has got to learn to follow the field. Being a Christian is not about studying a textbook. Now, there is a textbook called the Bible, okay? Good. But being a Christian is not, it's not a recipe. Okay, y'all realize that? It's not a recipe. Yeah, it's not a recipe. Being a Christian is a relationship. Okay? It's a relationship. That's it. Horsemanship. Relationship. Now, if you've got a best friend, what, you just call them once a week, tell them they're good looking, tell them you want to see them and hang up, and that's it, right? Then they're your friend forever, right? No. Take some work. You got to be able to, when you call them up, you got to follow that field. You got to know if they need help or not. God will tell you. Holy Spirit will convict you. You got to know if they need something. See, this horse right now, he's just kind of going through the motions. He's known the whole time, if I pull on his face, he just comes to me, right? He's like, oh, I got this handle. You pull on my face, and I go here. I've done that as a Christian. I got this handled. You know, if I read 3 chapters a day, and I go to church, I'm good. I'm good. Now, I want this horse to learn to follow the field. Now, it can be scary, because guess what? I'm not over there. So he thinks. Okay? Wherever you go, you're always going to end up right back here. Always, always, always going to end up right back here. Now, I would love, and I do mean love, to do this like 100 times, okay? I would love to be able to do this 1,000 times. Oh, there we go again. He's like, I got this figured out. I got to figure it out. No. Y'all, and I'm not pointing fingers or being mean, but half of y'all whine and cry about wanting God to use you, and he's standing there just hanging on your face. He's got something dangling right there, waiting for you to look around. Now, why does this work? He gets so sick and tired of having his head pulled around till he decides to what? Do something about it. All he had to do is move his feet a little bit. Just had to kind of be willing. Good boy, you're such a good boy. Oh my gosh. This is a nice colt, y'all, okay? He's not bad. He's not wild. He's just untrained. Okay? Every horse needs a trainer, right? That's the last time we're going to do that. Good boy. Good. Ooh. That's okay. That's okay. Good. Oh, I said this is the last time, right? I'm doing it again? No. I'm doing something completely different now. This is completely different. Okay? Oh, what's he doing? You see him look over there to the right? I got this. See, you pull on my face, and I just turn around to the right. We're good. No. It's about following the field, y'all. In 2008, Paul Daly, the guy that showed me this, that revealed this stuff to me, he called me up. I'm 27 years old, valedictorian in my class, completely paid for all my own school, graduated with over 150 hours in 4 years. And I call my family up and I say, hey, I'm running off to Louisiana to join a ministry. Oh, really? What are they paying you? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Well, they just go everywhere on love offerings. They go everywhere on love. You're moving to Louisiana from Amarillo, Texas on love? That's right. See, anywhere that I could get more of what I'd already experienced, I'm going to go. I want this colt to be able to follow that field, be able to go wherever I want to send him. Good. And we're going to do that one more time, and then we're going to keep moving. Thank you guys for braving the cold today and the long. Yeah, you just thought maybe your pastor's long-winded, huh? Well, I put the icing on the cake. So you got a little trouble there, but that's okay. Again, why is this going to work? You're going to get so sick and tired of having his head bent around, you decide to do something about it. See, a lot of times we get stuck in a situation like this so that we will find something good. God allows us to go through something kind of tough so that we will seek Him. See, I had a baseball bat. Everybody's got a baseball bat in their life. Horses have a baseball bat. It's their rear end. They use it for everything. They think they can get through life with that rear end. They turn it to you. They kick. They use it to run. They use it to rear. Right? Y'all notice all day, what have I been doing? Pushing that hind end away from me. Pushing it away from me. I've been saying, hey, would you move this hind end around your front end? All day. I've been taking that away from you. See, my baseball bat was horsemanship. Grew up around horses, loved horse training. Not saying I'm the world's greatest, but I loved it. And I thought I was really good at it. I mean, I thought I was really something. Well, you just think that you can run from God, but God can take something away from you like that. I got up in a horse trailer in 2003, and a horse kicked me, and it broke my arm. Not right here. Broke it plumb in two. That's not a big deal, right? Well, it was a huge deal. See, up that high, your shoulder is not attached to anything. Just muscle holding your arm on. The bones were completely in two, moving like this every time I walked. And guess what? They couldn't cast it. Couldn't pin it. I was bedridden over a broken arm. All of a sudden, thoughts go through my head, man, will this thing ever heal? Will I ever be able to train again? Oh, guess what? All those great partying friends that I thought were great, they're gone. They're gone. See, God had to let me be uncomfortable to seek Him. I've had to let this colt be a little uncomfortable to seek Him, okay? Good. Now, riding means your feet have to leave the ground. Oh, there we go. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Appreciate that first ride. Thank you, Mike, for letting me use this colt. Oh, nobody's leaving. That wasn't a ride? Was that the problem? Oh, golly. Y'all want to ride? Okay, well, I guess we got to do this again. Let me tighten this halter up. I'm going to check my gear one more time. Good boy. You're such a good boy. Yeah. I'm going to check my gear. I'm going to pull my hat down. Just like they told old Junior Bonner, pull your hat down today, part. Good. I'd like him to be standing still when I ease up here and swing over, okay? Now, I am on, okay? I signed on to ride, okay? I didn't sign on for when it's good, okay? Good boy. Okay? I didn't sign on for just when it's pretty or warm outside. Oh, boy, his head got a little heavy there. Uh-oh. Oh, boy, somebody unplug him. Oh, boy. Okay? When things get tough, you can't give up, okay? What if I would bail right now? I could seriously get hurt, okay? A lot of us get halfway done. We're halfway there. And then all of a sudden, we want to quit. We want to throw the towel in, okay? God never promised that it was going to be easy. He never promised that, okay? But at the end of it, guess what? He's going to give you. He promised you a good ride. Good. Now, this is not a bad Colt, okay? Good. We're just going to keep him moving out here. Now we're going to see if he'll relax a little bit. Whew! All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Bucket may be thirsty. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Folks, this ain't bad, Colt. When you sign on, you need to sign on. Okay? No more of this halfway stuff. No more of this, oh, you know, I just didn't like the music there. I'm not going to go no more. Okay? Or you know, he just ain't preaching like he used to. I'm going to quit going. Or you know, boy, that used to be a good crowd that goes there. Now it's all a bunch of drunks and hillbillies. Okay? No. You keep riding. You notice, I am wearing Spurs, okay? Now, they're not there for punishment. They're there, just like the Bible says, to spur you on. They're there as encouragers, okay? God's not going to spur you on, Christian, okay? He's not going to spur you on, Christian. Just like y'all's sign up there. You know, I had a guy tell me the other day that success breeds success. Encouragement, I think it breeds encouragement. I commend y'all's pastor. I walked in there this morning and I seen him loving on people. He wasn't in there going, I seen you bucking last Saturday night. He's in there going, man, I know you got some troubles, but I'm sure glad you're trying. I'm so glad this Colt wanted to try. I don't like to throw away horses, y'all. That's part of my job as a horse trainer, not to throw them away, right? I'm thankful that's my lot in life. God don't throw away people neither. He'll throw away people. I'm going to ride him just a little bit longer. A lot of you guys may be wondering why I just got a halter and a lead rope on. Well, as you can tell, I got enough problems without putting a bridle on, okay? All right? I'm just going to see if I can manage this one rein first. And then someday we may move on to two. Now a little horse training piece. The trick, these first few rides is all about moving forward, okay? Any of y'all driven one of them old tractors with no power steering? It didn't matter how good that steering wheel was, right? You couldn't go nowhere until what? Step on the gas, okay? It don't matter how hard I pull on this horse. He ain't gonna go nowhere until I step on the gas, okay? So that's the first thing I do. We want to install that go button. Guess what? I've driven many a car that had terrible brakes, okay? But I've only driven one bad throttle car one time. That was all I wanted. Okay? If you get this throttle working really good, then you don't even have to worry about brakes. And guess what? You go, and you go, and then when you quit riding and just relax, guess what? He's going to stop. Okay? You don't have to be going, whoa! Hey, that's actually going to scare you and make him go forward. Good boy. Now, y'all bear with me just a little bit. Just for a little bit, okay? Good boy. I may move him out one more time here to the left. I don't think we moved a whole lot that direction. And I'm going to encourage you. Oh. Good boy. Good boy. Now what's he doing again? Kind of looking for a way out, right? That's what we all do. We all look for a way out from time to time. There we go. Now, my steering wheel's a little broke, so I got to add some throttle. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. Now, y'all watch how I get off. Just like for the ride, I never quit. For the getting off, I never quit, okay? I'm going to grab this halter with this hand, and I'm going to hang on till both feet hit the ground, okay? If you don't hang on to your salvation, you don't hang on to Jesus Christ, you don't hang on to this fellowship, guess what will happen? You get kicked down. A lot of these old Colts, when you get off of them, they forget what it's like to have you down here, and guess what? Quite honestly, they'll kick the bejesus out of you. Okay? Now, would y'all say this Colt gave me 100%? I'll tell you, I'm proud of this Colt here. Hey, this is a nice horse. It's a really, really nice horse. 100%. He's given me everything he's got. Everything. But you know what? You know, I think there's a little more. Y'all know that? Y'all know there's a difference between following the cause of Christ and following Christ himself. Y'all know that? See, a lot of people are out just for the cause of Christ. Sure, it's good to volunteer your time, good to give away your possessions, good to read the Bible, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're following God. Just like there was a man about 2,000 years ago, a lot of you guys know him, named Jesus Christ. See, God thankfully had the wisdom to ask his only begotten Son, say, would you lay down your very life for me? See, symbolically, that's what Jesus Christ is asking out of you and I. Say it symbolically. Rody, you give me everything. You give me a lot. You give me a whole lot. But I need something more. A little more. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. There may be a fight. There may even be a struggle. Okay? They may even think I'm a mean guy. Okay? If y'all are worried about this horse, just go home and tie one leg up with a belt. Okay? And hop around the house for a while, okay? It's not hurting this horse, I promise. Okay? Good. It's not hurting this horse. I just want to ask him, would you lay down? Now, I weigh 150 pounds. I cannot force this horse down, okay? I'm just going to help him. I'm going to say, could you? Would you? I promise it'll be the greatest thing you've ever done. It'll be the greatest feeling you've ever had. If you could lay down. If you could just lay down. No, it's not going to be easy. Y'all see the internal struggle going on? See, I've done nothing but try to build his trust. Okay? Done nothing but try to build his trust. I'm just going to ask him a couple more times, okay? I can't force him to do it. It's got to be his choice. Good boy. It's got to be his choice. Good. Now, this isn't about him being good or bad. Okay? It's not about him being good or bad at all. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. I know you can do it. I want you to do it so bad. I'm rooting for you, buddy. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. Good. He's almost there. Almost there. Almost there. A lot of you have children. They're almost there. You have parents that are almost there. And you want so bad for them to have what you have. So bad. They're almost there. Almost there. Guess what almost isn't there? It's got to be all the way. Now, we're not going to stay here much longer, okay? This Colt's giving us a lot. He's giving us a whole lot. Good. I think you can do it, buddy. I think you can do it. I think you can do it. See, it doesn't matter how good this horse is, okay? Doesn't matter what he's been through, how bad he is, how well bred he is, how pretty he is, how athletic he is. It's still up to him. Good boy. It's up to him whether or not to do it, okay? Now, he may not do it today. It may be years down the road. Okay? That's his choice. Good. Good boy. Now I'm going to go ahead and lay him up. Okay? I'm going to lay him up. Good boy. Good boy. Babe, would you bring Hawk in here? Good boy. That's okay. You can clap for that. Yeah. He did good. He did good. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. I want to talk to you guys just one more second. Y'all got time for that? Y'all got about 5 minutes? Thanks, babe. Thanks to my lovely man of light. Good. Now what I'm about to show you, what I'm about to do is not a testament to me. Okay? Please don't think that. It's not about me. I wish that somebody would have told me a long time ago about love. And I wish somebody a long time ago would have told me that being a Christian is about what God can do in my life. Not necessarily to me or for me, but what he can do through me. Just like I'm doing with this horse. Now, a lot of y'all might not know the story about this horse. This is my main horse right now. I've had him about 2 years. He was 6 years old when he come to me. A lot of people would call that pretty wild, right? See, Hawk here is what they call a wild Mustang. Anybody know about wild Mustangs? Y'all wouldn't think it now, would you? Would you think that Hawk's a wild Mustang? See, Mustangs have a stigma, right? Being wild and untrainable. They're branded, literally. I know some of you out there, as soon as you see that white mark, you go, oh, that's a Mustang. See, this was me for a long time. I was just wild and untrained, and I felt branded. I felt like everybody looked at me and saw a big old brand. I don't know what it was. All I know is it meant no good. No good. But that's what all y'all saw. That's not what God saw. Something for Hawk that's been hard is trust. Okay? You can tell how watchy he is. To give up his life and lay down. It's still a struggle for him. Getting grown. This is what y'all can have. It's true peace, knowing that you're wanted, knowing that you're loved, knowing that you're saved. It's not about what you or I can do. Okay? It's not about where you've been, who you are, where you're going. Because God can clean you up. Oh, Hawk looks pretty good now, huh? He's all short-haired, trained. See, it happened 2,000 years ago. You don't have to understand it. This horse is still wondering what happened to him. I'm still wondering what happened to me. I don't understand it, but I believe it. See, you're either here today to come to know Jesus Christ, or you're here today to help somebody else come to know Him. It's not what you can do, it's what you're going to allow God to do through you, just like this horse did for me today. I thank you guys for letting me come, for letting me have a purpose, for letting me be branded in front of all y'all. Y'all are very sweet. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. I'll be around. I'll stay as long as y'all want. And y'all go get warm, eat your roast beef, or whatever you got planned. Thank y'all.